Hey YouTube, how we doing? Well, it's time for another book by Jay Dobyns. I just finished this one recently, and it's very interesting. So stay tuned after we roll that intro. I'm going to tell you exactly what I thought about this one. Alright guys, thank you so much for staying past that intro. Now, for you first-time viewers and you long-time viewers who have yet to do it, man, look down around the bottom of the screen. You're going to see a little channel watermark popping up. Hover over that thing. It's going to bring you right to subscribe. Knock it out the way early. That way you ain't got to worry about it later on. Alright, now, as I said, we're taking another look at a book by Jay Dobyns. Alright. Jay was an undercover ATF agent who basically specialized in, like buy busts, but one of his huge claims to fame was helping take down a chapter of the Hells Angels. This one takes place a little while after that first book I brought to the channel. Now, look up top. You should see a card that'll bring you right to every single book review I've done. Take a look in there. You're going to find a bunch of interesting stuff, but make sure you come on back and watch this one too. Alright, now, one of the things that killed me about Jay, alright, and this is what I loved, is they went into a bunch of his past, and they gave you some more background on him. He was 4 days on the job as an ATF agent. 4. And he got shot in the chest. So he's sitting there going, oh my God, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, and, thankfully he was saved. But he has a DOA tattoo right over that bullet. The O is right over the scar from the bullet. So I thought that was cool. I didn't know he was an ex-football player until I read this one. I didn't really realize, and I get it, because I was raised in the 70s, alright? It was just that coming off the hard school parents getting into, oh, we need to love, we need to do this, and you can't teach a kid this way. I was always raised to work hard, bust your ass, and never accept defeat. And his dad, he taught him lessons that were just wow. It's like, I think one time he was getting his ass kicked on the front yard, so he made someone else hump in and start beating his kid's ass. And he's like, always stand up, always fight, always find a way, never give up. And I'm like, I get that, but sometimes you do get overmatched and you are overwhelmed. But it is a great lesson to never ever give in and never, just fail. This one is weird because after his success of his bestseller before, the No Angel book, it looks like he was ostracized within the ATF. He was out, doing something. I believe he was out on an assignment, and someone burned down his house. Thankfully, his wife and his kids, were able to get out, but his wife, having that sixth sense, was like, something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong, got everybody out, got them moving, and the house was burned down. The ATF, when they had him blackballed, accused him of doing it and sent people out there to prove he did it. Now, we all know, in my heart, you sit and you go, law enforcement doesn't turn on its own. Why would law enforcement turn on a hero? Why would law enforcement do that? Well, there's scumbags everywhere. I get, he's a rebel, he's a maverick with everything he's done in his life. There's parts in here where I go, my God, what a career you've had. He was at Waco. He got there after the original shooting happened. Or I should say after the first round of shootings happened. He was at, the Oklahoma Federal Building when it blew up by McVeigh. He got called into that. It's just like, it seems like everything that was huge, he was in on. And I'm like, my God, that's like a distinguished career from hell. You're just, damn, man. I get where some of his old teammates on Operation Black Biscuit kind of went, yeah, we're not getting involved in this. But I find it incredible that his team leader at that point stood up for him and wrote sworn statements going, he would never burn down his house. How stupid are you? I like the fact that he was vindicated and he got a huge payout. but his career was done. The part that I can't fathom is the ATF got credible knowledge that he had been greenlit, his wife had been greenlit to be raped and brutally murdered, and not to mention his children. And the ATF was like, well, we're not going to give you protection. There's no real evidence to this. But there was. And other agents were like, what the hell's going on? So it was nice to see him get vindicated that there was bumbling morons in charge that were trying to basically get him killed. And that's essentially what it is. When you've got multiple motorcycle gangs and various Latino gangs and various other crap that were in that area that he helped take down, and there's a contract put out on him, and everyone's like fighting to get the rights to do this, where's the protection? Where's the fact that we need to help cover him, we need to get this squashed, we need to show them who's who and who's what? And this is one of the things I've loved about law enforcement. When a law enforcement officer gets shot, every criminal on the street knows, crap, I need to hide, because they're going to have a show of force and show the streets who's in charge. But like with this, it's like they just went, okay, we're done. And I don't get that. I think it was about $15 on Amazon. I'm sure you can find it a lot cheaper than that when I got it. It's a really easy read once I got into it, and it's about 326 pages. Okay, but a lot of it is just... it's him talking, and it's him being honest. And it's him basically redeeming himself. Like, I didn't know in here, he almost killed himself. His son had a habit of giving him stones before he went out. And he never really clued in why. He's like, well, that's so I'm right there with you and I can help. So when he was about to pull the trigger, he felt the stone. And didn't do it. It's a really, really good look at what he had to do to go undercover, how he lost himself, and how he redeemed himself. And that's about the best way I can put it. It's a great freaking read, especially when you combine it with No Angels, and then you pick this up right after it. It's about 700 pages of just pure wow. I'm grateful he's still out there and he's still alive and he's still imparting values and doing stuff. But with that being said, okay, I want to know everything from you guys like I usually do, especially if you've read the book. Leave me your questions, comments, love, hatred, just everything down below. Man, especially if you've met Jay, I'd like to know if he's exactly as stand-up as he seems to be in these books. Because his writing seems very honest, not, I need you to pity me, I need you to love me, I need you to welcome me. No, it's, I screwed this up, I did this, I did this, I did this, I was responsible for that. He takes the blame for everything, which is something I find lacking in a lot of people nowadays, self-accountability. Okay. Before I get too far off on a tangent, man, if you're a first-time viewer of my channel, thanks for watching this. I know book reviews really aren't interesting because you're getting my opinion of what's in there. And I'm trying to summarize it as best I can, saying this is a 5-star read, go buy it now. Now, for you longtime viewers and you first-time guys, man, look down below. Okay, it's going to be one of the corners. That's why my hand's doing that. You're going to see a bigger channel symbol popping up. Click on that thing. It's going to bring you right to subscribe. Now, after you've clicked on subscribe, please make sure you destroy that bell icon. Why? Great question. It's going to notify you, my amazing viewer, every single time I upload a brand new video. Now, speaking of videos, 2 are going to be popping up probably on that side of the screen. Those are going to be videos that YouTube is going to select from my catalog that they think are going to be a great viewing experience for you. But there we go, guys. My very quick overlook at, Catching Hell, a story of abandonment and betrayal by Jay Dobyns. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an incredible day today.